Real Hits Production.
Yes, welcome back, America, to the hot new hit talk show, More Than Music. I'm your host, Danny Love. We got a special, amazing episode for you today. It's our celebrity edition of More Than Music, which if you missed out on season 1 and season 2, this is season 3. What makes this celebrity special so hot is because it's the first celeb guest of season 3. If you missed out, we've had DJ Envy, we've had Friend the Godson, we had DJ Enough come out, we've had the pioneer Ralph McDaniels, and now we're leading into our next major artist. It don't get much bigger. He's done it on all levels, all aspects that we as independent artists wish to do it on, and he's coming out today to educate and give some feedback one-on-one to the live artists that are performing for us. So huge opportunity. What I want to stress so much to our viewers out there, what makes this huge is, one, there's no platform like this, one, that's doing this, that's providing and creating real opportunities for real independent artists that are tired and sick and tired of the wild goose chases or the invisible barriers that stop us. Again, this is all about educating every person that's watching. These artists are putting their music, their craft, their hearts on the line to be open to some constructive feedback about their hit, some direction, information, questions that they may have. So again, hot show, amazing opportunity to get a lot of jewels and resources thrown at you and learn along the way. So with no further ado, I'm be featuring 8 amazing talent artists, man, that's gonna be shutting it down. So the way this works is we start with our first segment where we introduce these artists and they're gonna come out and let you know what kind of skills they're working with. Then when we come back after a short break, we'll have our celebrity guests in the building. So make sure you come back after this quick commercial break. More Than Music, Danny Love, celebrity guest Joe Budden will be here today. So stay tuned, do not go anywhere. Hot new show, running the music game. More Than Music. We'll be back after this short break.
Trying to be the hood you have me. Say I'm all about hoes when I'm all about you. Even when I'm with my hoes, I tell them all about you. Say that's just one reason I keep losing you. I don't understand it. That shit is confusing too. You left me, I'm doing me, you doing you. So what the fuck does me doing me have to do with you? How dare you tell me?
As promised, as everyone has been tuned in and we've been talking about for the whole month, man, we have one of the hottest, if not, in the game right now, man, doing this thing, always known for bringing bars after bars and hot tracks and relating to his fans. I want y'all to welcome Slaughterhouse recording artist. You know him as so many different aliases, man. I know him as a Jump Off Joe. I want y'all to welcome, make a nice warm greeting, man, More Than Music for Joe Budden's in the building. Come on, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to have you so much. Definitely, how you been, man?
I've been well.
Good.
I've been good. I can't complain.
I hear you. I gotta tell you this before we even start. The first thing is once I knew I had the opportunity of getting you here, everybody hit me up. Joe, the leg, Joe, what's up? Yeah, I just want to see how's everything with it, man. You're good.
It's good. I got a cast on.
How did it happen?
This is not like a foreign invention. I've never had a cast on in my entire life. I've never walked with crutches. This is a first for me. So learning to maneuver around, it's quite the experience. We take our bones for granted.
Yeah,
I kind of miss walking, but it's cool.
That's what's up. How did it happen? You don't mind, you can share.
So, man, I'm not as young as I used to be.
I hear you. Nah, that's what's up. Well, we're glad you're here, made it anyway. And again, despite anything, you still showed up for us, and I really appreciate that here. My first question was for you was this show caters to a lot of the independent artists coming up. I wanted to just walk us through a little bit. As I was doing my homework on you, it said that you was born in Harlem, raised in Jersey. You could walk us through that. When did you move from Harlem to Jersey?
I was born in Spanish Harlem in 1980,
awesome.
Right? So that makes me old. In 80, I was born in Spanish Harlem, and we moved to Queens, to St. Albans, when I was around 3, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
So we was in St. Albans, Queens, until we moved to Jersey at around 13.
Got you.
And then I've been in Jersey ever since.
That's what Jersey loves you, and the support out there. And I owe everybody that I know from Jersey is like, yo, it was an amazing response for the city out there for you. So that's awesome, man. What is one of the, I guess, when did you, from moving to Jersey at 13, when did you start getting into the end of rapping? What age was you starting out?
I want to say 14.
Okay.
I was probably 14 years old when I first started attempting to rap.
What inspired that? What made you want to start doing it?
Angel dust.
Oh, I hear you.
Drugs. You know, we would be high.
I hear you.
We would be high, and there was really nothing to do but freestyle.
I hear you.
When you were high.
That's what's up.
And then you do that enough, and you eventually attempt to write something down.
I hear you. Wow. What was the response? Was you only spitting around the homies that was, chilling with you, or was it you was lazing up and then everybody that was around? How did it, when did you know that?
Well, when we were freestyling, I certainly wasn't calling myself a rapper when we were doing that. There were anybody who was around would freestyle.
Gotcha.
Anybody who was on that cipher or on that L, you had to freestyle.
Gotcha.
So no, I wasn't calling myself a rapper. Then it wasn't until I started to write some things down and I started to hear what other people were doing and see how other people would react to what I was saying, that I thought, okay, I might be all right.
Right, I hear you. That's what's up, man. Definitely. And then what age or when did it so freestyling and starting to write it down, when did you go into the booth, first record? Do you remember what was the name of that first record? Or when did you go in there and decide, I'm gonna put some money behind this and record my first
booth
record?
As far as an original song?
Yeah, when you went. I know you probably had a lot of joints, but when did you go in there and say, I'm gonna start, laying this down for me?
17.
17. Oh, dope. That's
17.
what's up. Dope. And do you remember, I always ask you remember how much amount of studio money that you were putting in back then before you got noticed?
Oh no, I ain't spend no money on no studio.
I hear you.
I didn't spend no money on no studio.
Explain that. How does that work? Because some people pay, some people don't have to pay.
Well, back then, we talking about 96, 97. A friend of mine, well, eventually he became a friend, but I had met a gentleman who, he eventually produced my entire first album, but he lived in Bayonne and he had a computer and he had a program and he had a microphone, and that was the studio.
Gotcha.
So there was no money involved.
I see what you're saying. Absolutely. What do you feel now about artists that well, not even artists, that people that have studios but now not longer going in studios, they are buying the laptops and the mics?
Well, that is the smart thing to do. That's the smart thing to do. You want to get your own equipment. Studios they're getting rid of studios left and right in Manhattan because of the home studio.
Gotcha.
Because there's programs you can get for your laptop to basically do everything yourself.
Awesome. I noticed that, and I was wondering if that helps or hurts the game when you have people that's kind of doing it themselves versus what it used to take, the magic where he did the mixing or he was the beats, he was the artist, and bringing that all together. Do you think that it has the same music, has the same quality without going through that process of?
Well, everybody's not afforded the luxury of having a team to support them, number one, or to be able to get up and go to a studio and lay their songs down. So, you have the people that, really just have their room and the pen and the pad. So I'm not mad at anybody that does it that way.
Did you have the support when you was, or how did you go about getting that when you first started? And mind you, because independent artists, they go through once they finish recording it, now they got to get out there and put in that footwork. When did you start building that team, or did you have that team?
I don't think I did. I don't think I had a team. I don't think I was pursuing a career as a rap artist.
Got you.
Rapping was just something that I was doing in my spare time.
Got you.
And I had a lot of spare time because I had dropped out of school. So I had a whole bunch of raps, and I was driving around to every town in New Jersey and looking for a cipher or a chance to showcase my ability.
Absolutely. And you mentioned that before. I noticed that you did have I don't want to say tough, but you did have a journey, a path to go through. How were you able to still focus on your brand and your craft despite school, despite family, despite anything you were going through personally?
I don't think I ever took a second to really think about my brand or taking music seriously. It wasn't until I was 20 and I had a child on the way.
Gotcha.
And I wasn't really qualified because I had dropped out of school to go out and get a job.
Gotcha.
So I said, all right, I have 9 months to make something happen with music. And God kind of took the wheel from there.
That's awesome, man. That's dope. Clap that up. That's great, man. You're here. Yeah, that's great. It's great to hear you say God taking the wheel, because I think too many artists try to do it themselves, take control, think they have control. I know for me, when I was first starting, I used to think I had to do everything, or I was in control over the outcomes. And once I did start leaving, things of God, that's what, the barrier started breaking down for me. But once you start to realize you're not in control, you gotta have some faith in something bigger. It works out for you, man. That's excellent. I was gonna ask you too. I had so much stuff, and I don't want to talk your ear off. And
that's what we're here to do.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm just trying to grab so much because, like I said, I'm a big fan too. 'Cause I remember when okay, so that's fast forward. So now we pass. I wanted to see, as an independent artist, what is the biggest difference between when you were independent, when you first started, 19, 20, 21, and then, or until you got your major chance, and versus now, the independent game? What do you think is the biggest difference between independent artists then and independent artists now?
I think independent artists now have it a lot easier.
You
people come up to me all the time and say, "Hey, you got some advice for me? Like, what do I do?" I laugh. I'm like, "What the fuck you mean, like advice? Like, you guys got all of these assets and resources and computers, and you can basically get in touch with anybody that you want to get in touch with." For me, I was roaming around the city hoping to bump into someone with a demo. And when you did bump into someone, people weren't lending out helping hands. People didn't want to see anybody who was talented get a shot. I rapped better than everybody I bumped into back then.
Right.
They wasn't trying to help me. So today it's very different today. People seem a lot more willing to help a new artist. People are searching for new artists.
You said that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think that changed too much, because I find hard to get support, and I think artists that come through find hard to get support. You see sometimes people don't have more than a certain amount, like you said, that don't have money to afford things that you might need support to go through.
Well, today the game is so different because I don't want to say it's oversaturated, but a new artist pops up every other day.
Gotcha. Yeah.
New artists are basically breathing life into this game, and for the culture to continue, you kind of need the new artists. Whereas before you had your staples. Like when I first got into the Def Jam building as a new artist, DMX was working on trying to get putting his second album out to sell 10 million records. Jay-Z, Ja Rule, there was the established acts. And Kanye was running around trying to come up like they had the people that kept the lights on, and those were the people that we went to. Gotcha. Whereas today, it's very different. You have guys and I hate to say, you have guys like a Trinidad James who could just come up with a record and
put
be
it
gone.
Yeah, right. That's why somebody was telling me that, like, the Bobby Shmurda record didn't happen by chance. Some people think he got a hot single and it got picked up because they heard it on the radio, but these things
that doesn't happen that way years ago. Years ago, that as great as that record was, that was a Lloyd Banks record. And he took that beat and he freestyled to it, and him and his crew, they made a dance, and a Vine clip circulated, and then it was viral. And once it's viral, that acts as your label, as your distributor, and now you're on. That never happens years ago. Right. When I was on the internet in 2001, because I wasn't a thug. I wasn't a street kid.
Right.
So when I got my deal, it was important for me to get feedback and know what people were saying. So I went to the message boards to see what people were saying, and the label thought I was weird. And oftentimes I said to them, there's an entire culture of people who are craving hip hop with some information, that are being neglected, basically. And then you fast forward to now, and people's entire marketing plans are centered around the internet.
Right. But I wanted to ask you, can you fault the indie artists when they watch some of the big dogs abandon being true to the culture for to meet contract standards or things like that? Because I feel like a lot of artists that once wanted to spit conscience or rhyme with some good education in it, I think they worried because some people don't really want to buy information. They rather buy something that makes them feel good right away or helps them escape their pain on it.
Well, that all depends on what you are doing this for.
Totally
some people are doing this to just make all the money they can and not really be true to themselves or the culture.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, we can't really worry about them.
I understand. That's true. Very true. Wow. Oh man, good point. Good point. Geez, so I would ask you, what was the standard when you first signed with Def Jam? What was the standard that as an indie artist? I guess I say that because today a label might look at your rival views, look at what you've done online with downloads, look at all these different how many spins. I call it to indie artists, I call it invisible barriers sometimes. But what did you have to do to meet that requirement to get that first deal? Or how was you? Where was you at?
They told me to get hot on the streets.
And then
they told me to get hot on the streets first. Well, they told my team that I needed to get hot on the streets.
Gotcha.
And that's when I went and tore the mixtapes up. I tore every mixtape. It was a new verse on every mixtape. Lord, it was exhausting.
Remember that?
But it worked.
I hear you.
And that's when everybody thought I was Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't put a face to this kid who was on every mixtape.
That's true.
Tearing it up.
That's true. And I remember, man, I copped all of them, man. Clue and all that stuff.
Because you old like me, man.
Yeah.
Some of these people,
They're young guys. Right?
Yeah.
I know, but I remember, and mind you couldn't cop. I missed that day when every Fridays you waited for that big mic or something to come out, those instrumental joints and the crew coming together, and I miss that. And I think that's definitely killed in our culture of music. It's the teams are not the way. And then, like you said, you was nice about it. It's very oversaturated, especially in New York. There'll be 12 rappers on one block, but none of them know each other, and none of them have ever went to each other's shows. Where I feel the South, one project comes to every show that they come out and they bring and then it's nothing to do either. New York has more, or the North has more. Things to distract them from supporting, like, what we doing tonight? Oh, let's go over here. But in the South, it's like, oh, we're going over here to watch our man do their thing. What do you feel about that? You agree with the South and North type of things when they say, oh, the North don't support, the South got it, they support. What do you feel about that?
I'm not sure where I stand on that. The South, you know, they have the term Southern hospitality for a reason. You know, they support one another, but they've had their fair share of artist beefs here and there where there was some divides.
True.
But New York, I don't know, man. It's difficult to say because how many artists do we have currently to support?
From cities and
so
stuff.
I don't.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't gauge it.
That's a very good point, man. That's a very good point. Jeez.
All of the New York artists are making down south music.
Right. Which kills us, like
A$AP Rocky's from Harlem.
Right.
You wouldn't hear an A$AP Rocky song and think he's from Harlem.
Right, absolutely not.
So I mean, it's tough.
It's very tough, man. Jeez. And I think it just keeps us going. Like you said, the new artists that come up trying to, find that lane and creating their own lanes is definitely ill for. I got some great talents for you. I wanted to ask you, people, you said it before, artists come up to you and ask you, Joe, what your advice? What's the biggest misconception about signing a record deal? You think? Because I think everybody.
That is great. That is something that you should do.
I hear you. Wow. I appreciate that honesty, man. Explain to that to people watching. What do you mean when you say that? Like,
well, I mean, I don't know what the perception is on a record deal today, but for me, and granted, I'm probably a lot older than some of these kids, but we always thought that you sign a record deal, you put an album out. You get all the women, you make all the money, you buy all the jewelry, you buy all the cars, and then that's it.
That's your ceiling, right?
Yeah. But they never showed us anything differently. I think in the 2000s, you started to hear artists speak about the other side of that. You started to hear more about, the fans got a lot more savvy. You started to hear about bad contracts. You started to hear about albums being shelved, never coming out, execs with ulterior motive. Like, you started to hear about some things. Drake spoke about it openly on So Far Gone. Sylvia and I want to sign him. Like, you just heard more. So, and as things evolved, you realized you didn't need a label.
So
the label used to say, get as much done on your own, and then come to us and we'll push the button. Gotcha. I think today in recent years, people realize that if I'm doing everything on my own, I don't need you to do anything at all. iTunes came about.
Right.
So you don't really need the label to put your album in Best Buy and
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
You don't.
they're getting rid of all the Best Buy and all that stuff. So I mean, things have definitely evolved.
Definitely.
And I think the fans are very aware of that.
Definitely, that's definitely true. And then they you can see it. A lot of indie artists don't chase the deals like they used to. I think now they're chasing just to get it on radio or getting something spinning there. A couple last questions I'll ask you, man, is what's the worst thing that the state of the industry right now? What's the worst thing you hear about it or disagree with? What bothers you the most about the game today?
And I don't know if anything bothers me today. So much has bothered me that nothing bothers me.
I understand.
Like if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, totally.
Like to each his own. I'm not going to agree with a lot. Like I think if I had to say something, it would be the fact that 10% of being a rapper today has to do with rapping.
10%.
Maybe less than that.
Jeez.
Maybe 5%.
Yeah, hold y'all hear that?
Yeah, it has very little to do with rapping, which is why, I'm kind of a throwback. So I'll always appreciate lyrics and people that can rap, but it's difficult to listen to rappers that can't rap.
I can imagine.
So it puts me anyway in a weird space because you're like, okay, I'm 34. Is this how I feel, or is this how my uncles used to feel when I was coming up? Or you listening to what the kids like,
right? It's true.
and they're jamming and going crazy. And you're like, okay, maybe it's fine.
Right.
Like maybe it's me.
I understand.
No, it's not me.
It's alright. It's not, man. It's not. That's what's up, man. Well, Joe, man, I got these amazing acts. I want to get some feedback from you. And again,
I was probably too honest up here.
No, you was awesome, man. And I know everybody watching. That's what we wanted. We wanted so much. And again, I could chop up with you forever. And we do appreciate your time. I just know if anybody was out there watching, if there was an upcoming indie artist, if you could tell them anything, what advice would you give them? Again, they asked you this, but and you said it before. One thing was getting equipment. But is there anything else you would say the most important?
It's all important, so I can't say the most important. Practice, patience, and prayer. That's one. You want to find some people who believe in you and your craft, some capable people, and get them to help you and support you as much as you can. It takes a village to get it done. It takes a village to get it done. So,
what do you look for in a manager? And any artists out there, what should they look for?
What do I look for in a manager? Well, first of all, you have to have a career that needs to be managed. Everybody doesn't need a manager. Like everybody's running around looking for a manager. You don't need, if you have things that need to be managed, you need a manager. But for me, loyalty is just important. Loyalty and trust is number one. And when you start talking about a manager, a business manager, an accountant, like those are two things. Those are traits that aren't acquired. Right. Like those people have to just kind of have that in them.
I understand.
So, and that's hard to identify. So.
Right, I understand. Well, what should they not go to? What's the sign of a bad manager? If you can ask artists out there that's going to be approached.
Well, that's relative.
Okay.
That's relative. Me, I have typically spent a lot of time with whoever was managing me. Other people may not necessarily move that way. Other people may only want to see their manager when
business time. Right, I understand.
So I mean, it's relative.
Right, I understand. Well, Joe, man, I gotta thank you for your time and educating me. I learned so much already, and you're no stranger. I hope to get you back here again when we can, get you.
Thing off.
Yeah, most def, man. So after this short break, we're gonna introduce those artists to you. We have some great talent. Joe's gonna be giving them live one-on-one feedback and letting them know what he thinks. So. Y'all stay tuned. More than music. Joe Budden. Yes. Make some noise, guys. Yes. Welcome back, More Than Music. So as promised, we're going to enter our second segment when we actually bring out the artists. They're going to rock out one of their hit bangers in front of our celebrity guest, Joe Budden, which again, we have in the building live, man.
Budden.
Joe Budden. I'm sorry, Joe Budden. I got the S's, Jacobs and stuff. My bad. Joe Budden. In the building right now. One more time, make some noise for him too as well. Y'all make some noise. Again, kicking off our season 3, Joe. So it's an exciting honor, man, to have you here. It's very exciting. I can't stress that. Even how excited I am, I wish I could do some backflips and stuff, but that's not what we're here for. This next artist coming to the stage is hot. Y'all gonna enjoy him. I want y'all to give him a nice More Than Music welcome. Deuce the God. Yes. Introduce yourself to that camera. Where you from?
I go by the name of Deuce the God. I'm from South Jersey, Burlington, New Jersey. You can find all my stuff on SoundCloud, DUECE_DAGOD.
Awesome. Anything you want to say to Joe real quick?
Big fan of your music. Lyrics really matter to me. Like, I can't really, if it ain't lyrics, I don't really get with it.
I agree.
Awesome. So y'all make some noise one more time for Deuce the God.
Yeah. Deuce. I'ma warn me about these women. Be my worst downfall. Why? I be up all night, drinking to feel alright. You say you're okay when you know that things ain't alright. I be up all night, drinking to feel alright. You say you're okay when you know that things ain't alright. Yeah, so let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know what's good. Yeah, let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know what's good. Now I know that I'm a man, but they say real ones shed tears. And out of 99 problems, shit, losing her's one of my biggest fear. Like, how would I even cope by pouring out emotion all over these snares? I find me a thought bitch with some loose lips, throwing ass in a circle with that one fear. Instead, I'm indulging these shots, throwing ball to the spot, slumped off, leaning over this chair. Knowing that the drink only ease pain for a few hours, then the next day it's still right there. Why? I be up all night, drinking to feel alright. You say you're okay when you know that things ain't alright. Yeah, so let a nigga know what's good. I've been contemplating on this call, but I still should be. It's deep in my emotion, cause you giving off the notion that things are all bad and misunderstood. Like first you were winning, I'm losing. And I can't even bring no sense to it. I'm fucked up, I can't even bring no sense to it, Been mind fucked in confusion. All these feelings religions have caused me delusion. I'm trying to figure out if I release or a diamond in the rough or a jewel passed off as a cubic. Who knew I would be ruined? Thoughts of death in my head with my tool to it. And they claim I'm insane in the range. My friend's only thing that's really keeping me from pulling. Fuck. Let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know. Let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know. Let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know. Let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know what's good. I be up all night drinking to feel alright. You say you're okay when you know that things ain't alright. I be up all night drinking to feel alright. You say you're okay when you know that things ain't alright. Ha. Yeah. Let a nigga know, let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know, bitch. Let a nigga know what's good. Let a nigga know what's good.
Joe, what you thought, man?
That was great.
Definitely.
That was great. Great song. Great flow. Great rhyming. Great content. Hook. Pre-chorus. It was put together very well.
Thank you.
Definitely. Anything you want to ask? Any questions?
Nah, that meant a lot, bro. So.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Yeah.
I'm 23.
Great feedback, man. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you,
That's real good. Keep it
Make
up.
some more noise one more time, y'all. Oh man, if y'all ready for the next act? Let's keep it moving, y'all. This next artist coming to the stage. Y'all welcome. Make some noise for him. B Streets. We good? All right, guys. One more time. Let's make some noise for B Streets. Yeah. B Streets, y'all. B Streets. Make some noise for him. Introduce yourself to that camera right there, man. Let them know where you're from.
B Streets, aka Swavy, coming straight out of Left Rack City, Queens, all day.
Definitely. Anything you want to say to Joe?
Big fan. I used to do the battle thing too. I seen you stepped in there a little bit too. Now I'm trying to make songs now.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
What's the name of the single?
This is called We Sleep When We Die.
Cool. Y'all make some noise one more time. Y'all B Streets.
Ghost Team. B Streets, I got you. I already know,
Produced by Sticks.
Yeah. Squad. Yo. supposed to survive. And my team was here first, so we can't be denied. We all sleep when we sleep, then we sleep when we die. Too much bread out here, and we eat to survive. So we sleep when we die. We sleep when we die. Too much bread out here, and we eat to survive. So we sleep when we die. We sleep when we die. Too much bread out here, and we eat to survive.
I'm taking flight on the mic like a pair of night ears, nigga. If these niggas was nice, I might care, nigga. You got niggas coming, my niggas here, nigga. If I was double crossed, then I might swear, nigga. They raps is crack, I guess they dice fair, nigga. Pop up with toast, or light chairs, nigga. You counting sheep out your sleep, nightmares get ya. What's on your brain out the frame is how I tear a picture. Your dogs don't bite, so what they talking about? Ain't no changing my mind once I pick my target out. Eat gas, C-Lab, roller red carpet out. You said you was a rider, so don't try to park it now. When I squeeze shots, them need detox. On D-Oxford, give them straight Reeboks. Then put them on the tube like knee socks. I'm a show off, I don't even need that.
Not enough room for us both to survive. And my team was here first, so we can't be denied. We all sleep when we sleep, then we sleep when we die. Too much bread out here, and we eat to survive. So we sleep when we die. We sleep when we die. Too much bread out here, and we eat to survive. So we sleep when we die. We sleep when we die. Too much bread out here, and we eat to survive.
I'ma sleep when I die. Look me deep in my eyes. We gotta eat to survive. Or get a piece of the pie. You make you reach for the sky. That's a reason to hide. Cause our people's a ride. Just to keep us alive. We on grind. We got no time to lose nothing. We out there putting in work. You do strutting. You move something before you hit your snooze button. Trying to make it out the hood that we grew up in. I'm playing supposed to bring in a grand total of 6 figures or better. Strong spitting and clever. Getting the cheddar. I'm a different vendetta of these average guys. Cause I ain't feeling these dudes. It's like a paralyze. I should die before I wake. I pray that my homies learn my mistake. Cause while they sleep, we fill our plates. And by the time they rise, we already ate.
There's not enough room for us both to survive. And my team was here first, so we can't be denied. We all sleep when we sleep, then we sleep when we die. Too much bread out here, and we eat to survive. So we sleep when we die. We sleep when we die. Too much bread out here, and we eat to survive. So we sleep when we die. We sleep when we die. Too much bread out here, and we eat to survive.
Joe, what you thought?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was obvious that the kid can rap. I would just say be aware of cadence. I felt like a lot of energy in the verses, like a lot of energy, so much energy that when the hook came on, I was looking for energy.
I see.
Still. So just be aware of that, but clearly kid can rap and have some talent.
Definitely. Thank you.
Definitely. You got any questions you want to ask Joe?
Not really. I'm just glad you liked the show, like the performance. I'm gonna just keep going and keep that in mind next time on next track.
My man.
Good looking, man. Y'all make some noise one more time. Oh man, we'll be back after this short break with our next artist, More Than Music. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? The next artist coming to the stage. You already seen him do his thing. I want y'all to welcome him back. Give him a nice warm love for Flex. Yes. Introduce yourself right there, man. Where you from?
Flex, once again. Born in Queens, raised in Bushwick, New York. That's about it. I'm ready to kill it.
Cool. Anything you want to say to Joe?
Just exciting song. Hope you get hyped for this one.
Definitely. All right, cool. Y'all make some noise one time for Flex. Good job.
It says FLX. Flex. Talking that shit, but you talking behind me. Got 2 bad bitches, I fuck them like Siamese. So much weed that is growing inside me. Tell me who fly me. Got so much money, you thought it was fake. Your bitch called me back, said I'm taking your place. You was disgraced, if this was a race. I'm coming in first, nigga, ahead of the game. Fuck was just chasing the fame. I'm over your nigga, just making it rain. Feeling no pain, Flex is the name. Just sitting, relaxing, and counting this change. Only nigga back in the day. Bitches look at me like this nigga strange. Now I pull up in that blue or black range. Start on you niggas, don't owe you a thing. Fuck is you saying? We killing these niggas, just me and my team. Just me and my team. Just Smoking these trees while I murder the beat, murder the beat. Money and weed, man, I'm loving this green, I'm loving this green.
Watch how you talk when you talking to me.
Straight out of Queens, but you know I'm a king. Swear if I make it, I'm taking my team. Counting this green, sipping this lean. 40 an ounce for that promethazine. I swear, man, this shit is a dream. Wu-Tang was right about chasing that cream. You niggas rewind, I'm skipping the scenes. This hoe will pay you off, I swear I'm a fiend. Said I'ma do this since I was 15. Sick as fuck now when I spit on the beat. Call up the doctor, I need a vaccine. She say I'm the one nigga, no Billie Jean. All of this shot nigga, no Mr. Clean. Close to retarded, man, no Mr. Bean. She asking me why I got hoes in my jeans, but now she got everyone bumping to me. Spitting so clean. We killing these niggas, just me and my team, just me and my team. Smoking these trees while I murder the beat, murder the beat. Money and weed, man, I'm loving this green, I'm loving this green.
Watch how you talk when you talking to me.
Murder the booth when I'm spitting this shit. It's nothing, my nigga, I say what it is. Shopping in kids, living so big. Bitch after bitch trying to jump on his dick. My circle so small I don't fit. Like 3 or 4 niggas I really roll with. We working late night to accomplish this shit. It's nothing too much, yeah, my team too legit. Smoking an eighth in the back of a Benz. Fuck you, my nigga, don't want a new friend. Don't need to offend, you playing pretend. Thinking we cool, I put that to an end. Just hoping you know what it is. Fuck with my team and we go and ain't shit. You think that I'm sick, the way that I spit. You niggas ain't nothing, I am what it is. Handle my biz. We killing these niggas, just me and my team, just me and my team. Smoking these trees while I murder the beat, murder the beat. Money and weed, man, I'm loving this green, loving this green.
Watch how you talk when you talking to me.
Yeah, me. And us we trust. Fuck y'all niggas.
Joe, what you thought, man?
You're gonna need a clean version. It sounds good, man. Sounds good. Who did the beat?
Actually, it's not my beat. Someone from Cali actually sent me beats right now.
It sounds good though. Good,
Yeah.
good flow, good bounce.
Thank you.
Always appreciate a good bounce. Real good.
Thank you,
Good luck
thank you. I
with everything,
appreciate
man.
it.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Make some noise one more time, y'all. Oh, man. More than music if you're watching, man. Joe, you having a good time? You okay?
I'm having a blast.
Good, good. Man, everybody out there watching, like I said, keep in mind, this is the new platform. This is the new platform for indie artists out there. Any artists out there watching. As you notice, we're going to have hot lineups every time we bring our celeb guests out here where they can get real live feedback and really engage and really get some kind of information from this. So with no further ado, we're going to keep these next acts rolling. The next artist coming to the stage, you saw him before. First segment, killed it. This one I think you guys are going to really enjoy. Y'all welcome this next artist, Logan, to the stage. Logan. Yes. What's going on, Logan? How you feeling? Good. Introduce yourself right there, man. Where you from?
All right, Logan from Flatbush, Brooklyn, and I'm here to perform my second song in Hell Horus.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. Logan.
Resurrect me at the depths of the night. Open the ghost for before us, shut sores that's absorbing this glorious life. And I'ma beat the world, it's any time in the night. Ain't no more yours, it's our past, your hourglass, for more your powers last. I done bathed in the sunlight, basked in the darkness, waving the red hot waters all upon us. Shooting shit touch you, so we cross the waters. Voice an echo to this horror noise, you're traumatized. I realize, you would not ever smarter. When you want to die, realize I'm become a martyr. For my ideas, I strike within the arches, and mine say always mine go to accomplish. Sentiments I said that I meant to, don't be astonished. And just a check, no, I rectify you, I promise. See, motherfucker, you don't deserve my presence, but you still get a rap from me. And I appear in your dome like an majesty. If you share us alone, I'll be glad to be. You wanna pee on and shit on your judgment, so what? And you pee on your virgin, so get off my nuts. And you artificial, my artificial heart is on crystal, it'll never bleed, it's a scar tissue. And the stack service will die in a fire furnace magazine, seeing it is like, I mean, how you got an issue? I'm liking the way this beat sound, right? And me when I put my fist up real high. Can't spoken words, token exchange for your brains open behind me, your mind, my right hindsight. This should all be a dream, I concur. A pinch on my wrist, so let me know I'm absurd, which reality consists of a tragedy persists through the agony, hints of a galaxy, can I burn? Nice in the tail of a dragon, it's over, it's hell, and I'm anxious, I'm overcome tragedy. Hardships, part of my heart, and heart that I have been. It's there, lost, so
I woke up with sort of an ass lean. Resurrect me at the depth tonight. Over absorbing this glorious light. Ain't no more yours, it's our past. Your hourglass for more, your powers last. And I'm the top of the pyramids, pay respect to a ciphers. Write it in hieroglyphics, still neglected a cipher. Sacrifice so sacred, have faith with a light. A wire, you burn bridges, I'll stitch them in high wire. Shit, now it's time to go pay the piper. Now even day and night is fueling my night. And now I'm on a clear mission to burn all of your bridges. So witness a new description, how I'm not breathing fire. And I was once told, don't ever stress anything, cause the world tends to unfold. This how it's meant to be, just stay focused. I had a revelation of I was waiting, contemplating, taking me off, but all alone and impatient. Had an epiphany, tyrannies and abilities, skillfully I efficiently wielded with a show the concentration. Try to penetrate it, trading your life is wasted, there goes another album, I'm on another vacation. Take 100 paces in the standing time, nutrition, prepare the moments of horror, fucking phones are waiting.
I really enjoyed that.
I appreciate it.
Clear lyricist, clear ability to rhyme some words. Pretty deep. That was refreshing. That was refreshing to hear.
Thanks, I try my best, really.
It sounded that way. Keep it up.
As long as you appreciate it. As you said, I'm a lyricist. I like that. You feel me?
Well, lyricists can appreciate lyricists.
Yeah, facts.
Definitely. Definitely.
Good
Thank
luck
you,
with
man. So much. Good job, Logan. Make some noise one time. Good job. Yeah. Let's keep it moving, y'all. We got more show for y'all. A few more acts.
Oh, yeah, where we at?
A few more acts for y'all. I know y'all probably like, yo, how you walk off and come back, man? This is show business, TV. It's all magical, man. It's always good. Let's keep this next artist coming to the stage. Y'all ready for the next artist? Joe, you good over there? You good?
I'm
we got a few more for you, man. This artist coming to the stage. I seen him in the first segment, tore it down. Y'all welcome him again, bring him back. Dada to the stage, y'all. Introduce yourself and where you from.
Dada, fresh out of Brooklyn, straight from Canarsie. We call it the Flossie, but here to perform a song, my hit single called Baddie.
All right, let's do it. Y'all make some noise one more time. Dada.
My main chick ride out, the one I catch the stains with. Her friends bad, down to every chick she came with. She glossy, little mama she bossy. Top line gentleman, she jacket from the cross. Like, ooh, she a baddie, now she a baddie. She a baddie, so she got me like, ooh, she a baddie, now she a baddie. She a baddie, so she got me like, ooh, she a baddie, now she a baddie. She a baddie, so she got me like, ooh, she a baddie, yeah, she a baddie. She a baddie, said she got me like, poor mommy with the curves, can put your hands on her. Watch the roof drop back like a transformer. Model hips on her, I put my lips on her. And she a baddie, now I'm trying to do some tricks on her. I'm 16, but I'm caught up in this older life. Fucking with me won't, she do it like she knows right. I scooped her up for inches, put her on my inches. Now we playing in the room like we down in kitchen. Ooh, she a baddie, now she a baddie. She a baddie, I said she got me like, ooh, she a baddie, now she a baddie. She a baddie, so she got me like, ooh, she a baddie, now she a baddie. She a baddie, said she got me like, ooh, she a baddie, yeah, now she a baddie. She a baddie, said she got me like.
Alright, I'm getting dressed, I'm on my way.
That was smooth. That was smooth. I enjoyed it. Nice radio record. I can appreciate an attractive woman. So I'm not mad at it. I would say just an idea. If you want, because that had a real good vibe. But if you want on the offbeat, you could put a snare and a drum, and then it'll have the. I see you started the Millie Rock. It'll have that, give it a whole different vibe somewhere in there. But it's hard.
Yeah, anything you want to say to Joe?
When NBA never broke again, that's what we go by, NBA. How much for a feature?
We'll talk after this. We'll talk, man. Definitely. But good luck. Y'all make some noise, y'all. Dada. Make some noise. Yeah, More Than Music. Only on More Than Music, man. Only on More Than Music. Man. Good action. That's what it is. Come see Danny Love for that. Got you. More Than Music, man. We make it happen. Trying to bridge that gap, man. Y'all ready for the next act? More Than America. We're going to keep them coming to y'all. This next artist doing this thing, man. Y'all going to welcome him to the stage. Welcome to the stage. Guys, I've been up since 6 a.m., 3 days in a row, make this happen. Y'all make some noise. No, matter of fact, Desi B, yes. All right, y'all. More than music. As promised, gonna keep the show rolling. This next artist coming to the stage. Y'all make some noise for him, Desi B. Make some noise, y'all. We almost done. Get it going. Desi, welcome. What's going on? It's cool. Right to that camera, man. Let them know who you are, where you from.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Desi B, straight out of Jersey, Central New Jersey, East Brunswick. Jersey, stand up.
Awesome, man. Anything you want to say to Joe?
Shout out to you, man. You the OG. You know what I'm saying? You ignited the flame of Jersey. I'm trying to keep the torch burning.
My man,
that's what it is. That's what's the name of the song you're about to do.
It's a She Said. It's off of my EP, I Lead You Follow.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Here you go. Good luck. Make some noise, y'all. Desi B.
This is to all my schoolgirls worldwide. Stand up. Jersey, stand up. She said, fuck school shit, I'm gonna be a stripper. I'ma work for tuition, just me and my sisters. Yeah. These midterms are killing me, these finals are deadly. Test day coming, I'm still not ready. She said, fuck school shit, I'm gonna be a stripper. Yeah. GPA, barely passing. Body type, above average. Eye type, well she got high standards. Ass type,
the fattest.
Hey, looking for a co-signer, throw some more. Ass fat,
throw some more.
She in the library, 724. 1 day plus 364. And a teacher, still caught a cheat. He gon' let it slide, you can tell she not a vegan. Now she praying that test got a curve. That professor trying to swerve on them curves. So go to Instagram, her likes his own feet. No waistline, hourglass physique. And in the grades of the cups, that's a lot of D's. Ass so fat, she gotta wiggle, get it in. She said, fuck school shit, I'm gonna be a stripper. I'ma work for tuition, just me and my sisters. Yeah. These midterms are killing me, these finals are deadly. Test day coming, I'm still not ready. She said, fuck school shit, I'm gonna be a stripper. Yeah. So my college girls and the high school, all the badass MILF in night school. You twerking on tuition or you twerking on a mission? Are you a trap queen and you twerking in the kitchen? Boss it, boss it, boss it, boss it, boss it, boss it, boss it. Okay, do it for the gram, do it for the vine. Throw one time for the divine nine. Add it raw, but your math not adding up. You in the strip club and the stacks adding up. This test though, man, fuck that shit so turned. Got me looking like what's that? Judging from your outfit, I thought it was your birthday. Champagne, if you're thirsty. She started eye fucking me so early. Then she threw it back like a Thursday. Me and my dudes in the VIP tripping. She used to go to school, she dubbed that and started stripping. She over here, twerking for a sponsor. She asked me what I did and I told her I was a doctor. She said, ooh, that mean you rich. That mean you can take care of me when I'm sick. I told her, yeah right, I got a PhD. You got a PhD? And she said, fuck school shit, I'm gonna be a stripper. I'ma twerk for tuition, just me and my sisters. Yeah. These midterms are killing me, these finals are deadly. Test day coming, I'm still not ready. She said, fuck school shit, I'm gonna be a stripper. Yeah.
Jumper, what you thought, man?
Oh man, yo, he threw me for a loop just now, man. He said, shout out to my schoolgirls. I'm like, all right, a positive song.
Yeah.
Fuck school. That was great. No, that was hard. That was hard. Could definitely be working the strip club. I could appreciate a good strip club record, but god damn, that was to the point.
Right.
I liked it, man. Good luck.
Anything you want to ask Joe or say to Joe?
I just appreciate your support, man, your feedback. I appreciate it, man.
Well, man, get it.
Y'all make some noise. Y'all make some noise. Yes, more than music, more than music. We got a little bit more show for y'all, so stay tuned, stay locked. All right, we'll be back after a short break. That was my reasoning behind putting together this platform, was to create something that educated and also create something that gave artists a real platform that lasted more than one night, and they can look back forever and say, remember that time we was on a talk show, we was on a TV show. And lastly, sometimes we hit a ceiling in independent music where there's nowhere else up to go. And I wanted this TV show to be the last spot before you hit that ceiling that pushes you through. I wanted this to be the real platform. And I want to make this very clear, America. I'm on a mission, personal mission, to put an end to anything that exploits people with dreams. I think dreams are so important to young people and to anybody. And when you start to take advantage of people that dream and you start to lose the flavor, it changes who you are. And I always tell people out there, never let anyone else change who you are and what your purpose is. So yeah, man, that was pretty much a gist of it, man. That's what's going on. This has led us to More Than Music. 10 episodes later, and here we are now live and shooting season 3. So I hope everybody that's listening, that tuned in, got a little quick idea of why we started that and why we started this journey.